Hey guys, welcome back to more Escape from Tarkov. Today we're going to be looking at an absolute beast of an RPK build. The RPK is definitely a gun that is overlooked in Tarkov, and I suppose people don't really think that you can build the weapon to have such a low recoil, especially because people are using the likes of the AS-Val and the jailbreak M4s. But this build will definitely give them a run for their money, but I'll let the gun speak for itself. So check this out. Got him.
Fuck.
Got him.
I'm down on it.
Hang on. Two guys. Got one.
At the blue, I'm not on the metal. Nope, that was him running. Again?
Yeah. Got two.
It's a guy in a cowboy hat, yeah.
Yeah,
Did
got
you
him.
get him?
Yeah, got him. So first things first, we're gonna grab the gun off Prepper, and as you see I have already highlighted. Just one thing to note, that you only unlock this gun at level 4, to actually buy the gun. You do actually get the barter for it at level 3, but I suppose it's not too bad, but yeah. But alternatively you can actually just buy it on the market. Usually it goes for cheaper than what Prepper's selling it for, the 65k. So sometimes you can pick it up for in around 50 to 55k. I've got it plenty of times. So we'll just go ahead and grab one of those, and then come out of that, and then we'll move over to the skier, and we're going to need to grab 4 things off skier. So the first things first is the Zenit RK2 foregrip. So we're going to go ahead and buy this one, and then we're going to go down and grab the PWS CQB, and there's 2 of them. There's the 556 by 45, and the one we're actually going to be getting is the 545 by 39. So make sure you grab this one. Slightly more expensive, whatever that's about, but yeah, so we'll go ahead and grab that. Slide down a bit more, and you can put the Zenit P1 charging handle on. It gives it 1 more ergo, and it's 3 grand extra, entirely up to yourself. And then after that, then the last thing we're going to grab is the Zenit RK3 AK pistol grip here. So we'll grab that, and then we're going to come out, and then we will head into Peacekeeper. We want to grab a stock here. So the one I grab is this, the MFT Bush stock. Gives 39 recoil, but alternatively you can go for the HK E1 stock, same 39 recoil, but slightly more expensive. I think it's only about 2 or 3 grand more expensive. So we'll grab the Bush stock anyway, and then finally it's entirely up to yourself what kind of scope you want to put on it. For me personally, the Monstrum 2x32 is an absolute beast, perfect for medium to short range encounters, so that's the one I go with the whole time. So just go ahead and grab that. Alright, so now that we have all the pieces and the weapon itself, so what we're going to start doing is modifying it. So usually you can just double click, and then you can just drag and drop off all the parts, but for this we're just going to actually go in and do the modding itself. So we'll take a look, I suppose, firstly at the recoil, which is 71. So that's what we want to bring down on the weapon. So we're going to start from the start and start changing out all the bits and pieces. Stock, the scope, obviously that can be whatever one you want, charging handle, muzzle brake, and then the foregrip. So once that is all done, then you can see that the recoil has dropped down to 51, which is amazing, and that's where you want it. Like, you know, it's nearly at laser accuracy at that, and it compares up to AS files at that rate. And then after that, then we can just chuck on one of the, say, a 60 rounder or whatever magazine you want, if you want to just run the normal standard 30 rounders. But I wouldn't recommend using the 95 round magazines, just because with this magazine, the 60 round, it actually drops your ergo down to 39. So it'll go with the 95 round magazine, it'll drop it even more than that. So the 60 round mag is the nice kind of middling ground. So here we have the RK build itself, which is pretty compact, and we also have the two other RPK variants that we can go with. If you want a slight bit more reduction in your recoil by 2, you can go with the 22-inch barrel variant. But from a CQB standpoint, I wouldn't be a fan of this, just because of that fighting indoors like capability that you have with the short barrel. You know, you're gonna start hitting off doorways and that kind of stuff. So I'd personally go with the short barrel, even though it's an extra 2 recoil. But from that, then we have the silence version then, which is only 63 recoil, which is an extra 12 recoil added on, which still, you know yourself, isn't terrible for an AK variant. But the only kind of, I suppose, drawback you get with that is you get a slight more hit to your ergo, so you will kind of drain your stam that slight bit more. But hey, like, it's up to yourself really. If you like going with that silencer, then, you know, by all means go ahead with that. So these are the 3 variants that you can go with at the moment as it stands, I suppose, in Tarkov. The best kind of builds you're going to get for the RPK. So yeah, there you go.